So I think we are at the top of the hour. Let's start. We have completed till 34, and from 35 we are starting today.
Okay. Excuse me.
Would you like to start reading, or shall I?
I can. So growth hacks. So a healthy man has 1,000 wishes. A
Sure.
sick man has only one. Prioritize your health over everything else. Beautifully summarized.
Very true. Healthy man can actually wish for many things, but a sick man can only first wish that the health gets proper. That's a bottleneck. That's the major bottleneck.
Good. 6 Ds to create your destiny: desire, decision, determination, direction, discipline, and devotion. Okay. Then comes take dedicated action one step at a time. That brings progress. Never leave a day without doing something that makes you 1% closer to your goal. That makes you or that takes you. Never leave a day without doing something that takes you 1% closer to your goal. Every problem carries within it the seed of the solution. This is very true.
Yes. And when we can get the solution?
In fact, every time universe gives you a problem, the solution is already there. It gives you the problem so that you can reach the solution.
And otherwise, if we are not capable of solving the problem, then universe will not give the problem to us. That is also true. But however, there is a general mistake that many people do, which do not let them reach the solution even though they face the problem. Any idea on that?
You elaborate?
Every problem carries within it the seed of solution. Now that we know this, can we just reach the solution, or something else is required? I see. Yeah, carry on.
First, you need to believe whatever being said.
Yes.
So based on that belief, your next steps appear.
Yes.
So if you believe that the solution is already there, your actions will be something different. When you know that I don't know whether whatever is being said, so then your action will be different. So every action is an outcome of your own belief about something.
True. Another aspect to it is like when we start getting ourselves detached from the problem, then solution appears. Because when we start seeing ourselves detached from the problem, then we see, or we can think differently. If we think from the level where the problem lies, then we can never ever reach to the solution. We have to take ourselves up. Up means detached. And that's how the solution appears. This is another perspective.
Okay, now comes number 39, which is live a regret-free and guilt-free life. Do what matters, what you wish to do and can't think of not doing. Listen to your tiny inner voice. Your heart knows it all. This brings happiness and fulfillment. Minimize future regrets by taking actions today.
Very true. Listen to your tiny inner voice. And is it so easy? Generally, we miss to listen it, right? Sometimes the inner voice is actually get unheard because the clutter that we have in our mindset. A lot of things are going on in our mind. If then we will not be able to listen our own inner voice. So a hint could be from my end, another perspective is like when we are meditating, when we are calm, when we want to see a different solution or different paradigm, that time we need to start meditating and observe the silence, inner silence basically. Then this inner voice will be evident. Otherwise, we might think the clutter, the voice that is coming from the mental clutter as our inner voice, which will eventually make us more cluttered. You can share your perspective also. Okay, Sikhaji also joined, so you can also, Sikhaji, you can also share your perspective.
सॉरी बी ज्वाइन किया तो आई कुडंट अंडरस्टैंड बीच में मेरा नेटवर्क नहीं आ रहा था आप प्लीज कंटिन्यू
Sure, sure. Yeah, Pinakaji, please continue.
Okay, so number 40.
Hmm.
When in doubt, pause. Think, will it affect in next 10 minutes, 10 days, and 10 years? If yes, act for it. If no, it does not matter.
Yes. Think, will it affect in next 10 minutes, 10 days, or 10 years? Ideally, we should think long term, because if the long term is getting impacted, then it has some impact. In the short term, generally we see the impact, and that's how the doubt comes, isn't it?
Maybe I would say that even 10 minutes is very important. Because the 10 minutes define the 10 days and 10 years.
Yeah.
वहाँ पे आपका seed है. So if you're in doubt, better don't take any action and pause.
However, we need to clarify the doubt, and action is inevitable, or just discard it. Either take it or don't take it, but remaining in the doubt, in the doubtful position, definitely is not going to be helpful. Yes, you're right.
My dad gave me a wonderful piece of advice in my childhood. He used to say that if you want to buy something, like something which you really want to buy, you find it interesting, exciting, wait for a day.
Yes.
एक दिन रुक जाओ, फिर कल सोच लेना वो तुम्हें चाहिए कि नहीं, only then you buy it.
Because we generally otherwise take impulsive decision.
Yeah.
And end up in buying many things which are not eventually useful.
Yes, because he was of the opinion that buying is always an emotional decision.
Yeah.
Like the moment you are making that payment, that is an emotional decision. Till the moment it is it is logical. The moment you transfer the money, that is the moment it happens through emotion. Till that, it is all logical. Do na do, kharidu na kharidu. You use all your pluses, minuses, pros, cons, everything. The moment that money change hands, that is the emotional part of it, of the whole process.
Right.
So buying always happens followed by emotion. So be extremely careful when you're buying.
Yes, and to add to it, anything which is involving emotion, like any decision that we take, if we are under deep emotion, then also we should not take, because if we are under deep emotion, maybe a parting emotion, or maybe we are in anger, someone told us something, and then we are deciding some decision on basis of, or whatever it may be. But if at that particular moment we are under the influence of emotion, our prefrontal cortex actually shuts down. We generally, our limbic system takes over, and we won't be able to make the right decision. So anytime we are in emotion, better let the emotion to settle down, then only we'll take the decision, and that's the best.
Very good.
And I have seen many times, even in my case, and also I have seen in my team also, they sometimes write some mails out of something happens between the team, and they write some complaining mail, and if they would have actually draft it, but they won't post the mail or just send the mail that time, but the next day they decide to send, then they will think that, okay, this is so silly. Why I'm sending?
Very true.
Yeah. So that is very true, and I have I always try to see in that aspect and do not impulsively act or react. Helps a lot. Yeah.
Excellent.
Let's
So
continue.
every expert was a beginner on day one.
Hmm.
Every pro was an amateur who built up confidence.
Yes. So this says that if we are an amateur, it's still like we are not very different. We can be an expert, but provided we are taking the action with confidence. With confidence is the important thing. Otherwise, we will be thinking that, oh, so many experts are there outside, and maybe I'm nothing in front of them, and why should I take the action? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Good.
Go
So
ahead.
should we continue or just it's already 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock. Okay. Last 2 points maybe. 42, 43.
Okay. So 42 is become aware. Only what can be measured can be treated.
Explain.
So normally what I say that you can manage something only when you can measure it. If you cannot measure it, you cannot manage it.
Yes.
So that way time is something which you cannot manage.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because you actually cannot measure it. It is just an instance. आपको लगता है कि आप time measure कर पा रहे हो लेकिन ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So you cannot
Yes.
measure time.
Exactly.
You can
And
only count it.
yes.
Count it in the sense कि चलो यहाँ से यहाँ तक जो अभी gap है, what I'm doing in that gap.
True. And
So
the
this is just being aware of it. So yet what you can still manage is your attention. That where you can pay your attention to.
yes.
This attention you can measure.
So one best example is that is the reason as to why most of the companies they have this quarterly report getting published, yearly report also they do publish and get them audited. So when they are measuring, they know where they stand and where they want to grow, and that treatment or the action can be taken, appropriate action can be taken. And also this is there is another example that is the main reason as to why it is advised in the spiritual organizations also to maintain chart. Chart means like we are measuring our progress or daily actions on what we are doing in paper, and then only we can treat and we can grow. We can grow further.
Yeah, absolutely. Like when you're putting it on papers, again something you can measure.
Yes.
यहाँ तक progress हुआ है, I can see it.
Exactly. The last point.
So learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals. So normally I say that learn to say no to things that don't deserve your attention.
Yeah, very true. And I have seen that when I started doing this, and I ended up saying more no's. And sometimes I procrastinate also because there are few things which do not appear so important and not aligned with my goal. But yeah, they need to be taken care because that is part and parcel of the responsibility that we have. So some means we need to be little careful to understand, and because there is a very thin line between these two. So this is what actually I have realized, that if we do not understand properly this statement, then we might say no to less priority things or which are not aligned to our main goal. But yes, those things are also need to be done because they are part and parcel of our responsibilities.
True, very true.
Great.
Cool.
And
सब इतने दिनों बाद बनाती है कि तो पहचान ही नहीं पाया, हमने तो फोन ही हाथ में नहीं लिया, तो आई डिडंट इवन नो कौन बोल रहा है। भी देखा अच्छा। इतना आवाज बदल जाता है
किसकी आवाज? Actually, somehow I am.
पिनाकी जी
Is it only for me? Like your voice is not properly coming. Or Pinaki ji, you are also.
ओके मेरी आवाज भी नहीं आ रही
हाँ,
that is
अभी
so
अभी अभी ठीक है, अभी ठीक है.
अच्छा नो पिनाकी की आवाज I couldn't recognize I didn't have
Oh,
phone
okay.
in my hand it has been
Okay.
so long I
Okay.
attended any session तो
हाँ
आवाज
हाँ.
ही नहीं समझ में आई
अच्छा अच्छा. हाँ.
गुड। तो एटलीस्ट आपने पहचान तो लिया कि पिनाकी का ही आवाज लग
तो नहीं तो जूम
नहीं
में
हाथ
दिखा.
में फोन लेना पड़ा तब दिखाई नहीं
और जूम में देखना पड़ा कौन
रहा।
है.
Cool.
क्या है ये बुक I have no idea still I couldn't even frame anything मतलब I couldn't catch only कि what is being discussed
Okay.
This is the initial part of the book where the main points or the life's learning the author has mentioned. Whatever she has kind of felt that it is a very great learning for her. We are reading that. We are not only reading that, we are just adding our perspective also to each of the
हाँ
points. That's what actually going on. Maybe tomorrow it will end. And we are trying to stick only for 15 minutes, 1:45 to 2 p.m. So that every day we can join and it won't be a burden.
हम्म
So see if you can join also on a regular basis. It is
yeah
really,
yeah okay
and you won't feel that it was difficult to recognize. Which is pleasant.
and I'm out of loop only I'm in some other loop caught up in some other loop this loop I
Yeah.
am out totally out
On a lighter note, I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah
Right. Great. Thank you. Thank you all.
Chalo,
See
thank
you.
you
See you tomorrow again.
yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.